Tokyo is often seen as fast and busy, but there's another side to the city. Today I want to take you to 3 calm corners of Tokyo, places I return to when I'm craving stillness, quiet joy, and room to wander. These places hold what I love most about Japan. Japanese strolling gardens, history, cozy cafes, Ghibli whimsy, and the charm of Showa-era streets. Whether you're traveling solo or simply dreaming of a slower day, this is Tokyo at its softest. The first place I want to take you to is a quiet pocket of Tokyo with a little bit of everything. Cozy cafes, local shops, cultural museums, and one of the city's most beautiful gardens. If you're a coffee lover, you may have already heard of Kiyosumi Shirakawa, a neighborhood known for its independent roasteries and cafes, many just a short walk from one another. It's said to have some of the best coffee in Tokyo. But after you grab your cup, I encourage you to stay a while. This neighborhood has more tucked away than you'd expect. What stood out most to me was the calm, welcoming vibe. The streets felt peaceful. There were small, immaculate parks around every corner, friendly locals, and the biggest surprise, Kiyosumi Garden. Originally built in the Edo period when strolling gardens were considered a luxury, this garden is now open to the public for just 150 yen. One detail that I loved was the stepping stone paths that guided you through the garden. They encourage you to walk slowly, step by step, as you take in views of the lake from every angle. It's a beautiful place to notice the changing seasons, filled with flowering plants and birds all year round. If it's your first time in Japan, I really recommend visiting at least one Japanese garden. But when you go with the intention of slowing down. Yes, take your photos, but also set your phone down for a moment. Sit on a bench or a rock near the water. Breathe. Notice the birds playing, the way the trees frame the skyline, the gentle sound of water with high-rises peeking just beyond. That's something I love about parks and gardens in Tokyo. Even in the middle of the city, you can find a kind of refuge. So if your Tokyo trip ever starts to feel overstimulating, just remember, there are places like this nearby, where you can rest your feet and reconnect with what makes Japan, Japan. Another lovely surprise here was the Fukugawa Edo Museum. We stumbled into it by chance, and it turned out to be one of the most memorable finds of the day. Inside, you'll find a life-size replica of a town from the late Edo period, complete with reconstructed homes, shops, and alleyways you can walk through. It was so detailed and immersive. It truly felt like stepping into old Japan. But even if you're not usually into history, this one's worth a visit. It's just another reminder that sometimes the best parts of traveling are the ones you don't plan for. There's so much tucked into this little neighborhood that I once spent an entire day here. You can watch the full day in my Kiyosumi Shirakawa vlog linked in the video description. From there, we head south, toward a pair of neighborhoods that feel more like small towns than part of Tokyo. Quiet streets, cozy cafes, golden trees in the fall. While some corners of Jiyugaoka do get a little livelier, especially near the shops, there's still a calmness here, just a few steps away from the crowds. These are places where time seems to slow down, even if just for a little while. Let's start in Den-en-Chofu. a residential neighborhood known for its wide, tree-lined streets, quiet charm, and peaceful morning energy. There's something about starting your day here that feels grounding. I like to begin with a slow breakfast at Pelican Coffee, a cozy cafe that always seems to have warm scones fresh out of the oven and the kinds of seasonal drinks that make you want to linger just a little longer. From there, you can take a quiet walk through the neighborhood. In the fall, one of the main streets transforms into a golden tunnel of ginkgo trees. The sidewalks are sprinkled with yellow leaves, making the walk feel as if you're in a Ghibli movie. Even the train station here, Den-en-Chofu Station, is worth pausing for. Its design is unique, and it almost doesn't feel like you're in Tokyo at all. After you've taken in the slower pace of Den-en-Chofu, it's just a short train ride to Jiyugaoka, a neighborhood with a bit more energy but still soft in its own way. You'll find cute boutiques, thrift stores, and unique home goods shops tucked along its narrow streets. There's something about wandering here that feels fun and cozy at the same time, like you're on a treasure hunt for beautiful, unexpected things. In between shopping and snacking, you can take a quiet moment at Kumano Jinja Shrine, a peaceful spot tucked behind the shops with black crow motifs all around. It's one of those places that's easy to miss if you're rushing, but if you're moving slowly, it finds you. Whether you're in the mood for a peaceful morning cafe or an afternoon of browsing and strolling, Den-en-Chofu and Jiyugaoka offer the kind of balance that makes a solo day in Tokyo feel special. And finally, we're heading west to a place that feels like a storybook. Inokashira Park is beautiful year-round, but something about it in the fall feels especially magical. This corner of Tokyo is where Ghibli dreams meets cozy seasonal charm, and where I always find myself slowing down the most. Whenever I plan a visit here, I like to start my morning at Shirohige's Cream Puff Factory, a small Ghibli-inspired bakery tucked away on a quiet side street. If you're a Totoro fan or just love cute desserts, it's worth a visit. I recommend going right when they open to avoid the crowds. Then, with cream puff in hand, I make my way toward the park, just a short walk away. And honestly, the walk through Inokashira Park always takes my breath away. Ducks gliding across the water, winding paths lined with quiet places to pause and take it all in, light streaming through the trees like something out of a dream. The park is free to enter and incredibly easy to reach from central Tokyo. Yet somehow it feels like its own little world. You could spend hours here, walking, sitting, thinking, or simply being. And tucked among the trees is the Ghibli Museum, a quiet, whimsical space dedicated to all things Ghibli. You can't film or photograph inside, but if you're a fan, it's truly worth experiencing. It feels like stepping into the heart of a Ghibli film. Playful, warm, and full of wonder. Tickets do sell out quickly, so I've linked my Ghibli Museum guide in the description below, along with a full-day itinerary and blog post to help you plan your visit. If you have time after your park stroll or museum visit, there are also small shops and restaurants just outside the entrance. perfect for souvenir shopping or grabbing a bite before moving on with your day. Inokashira is one of those places that reminds you to look up, look around, and notice just how much beauty is right in front of you. When I first started exploring Tokyo solo, I thought I had to rush from site to site, cramming in as much as possible every day. But over time, it's the slower moments I've come to love the most. The unplanned wandering, the quiet pauses that remind me I'm really here. What if you gave yourself a day to slow down too? To explore one quiet corner of the city, to sit, notice, breathe. You don't have to see everything. Some of the most meaningful moments in Japan happen when you give yourself space to feel it. I'd love to know, what kind of slow moment are you dreaming of for your trip? Or is there a place in Tokyo that already feels like a soft escape for you? Let me know in the comments. Until next time.